etiquette. You should not behave like animals. It applies to all various fields of life. Um, in our social life, in our professional life, in our business, spiritual career life, that when an individual displays respect for rules of behavior, we say that he has good etiquette or good behaviors. So the other word for etiquette is good behaviors. The Bible also advises us as believers to apply decency, and in order in whatever we do. That we should be guided in their dealings and interaction with one another. That the way we talk to your brother, the way you talk to your sister, in a church, wherever, home, school, it should be in a decent manner. That's what we call the social etiquette. So we are going to narrow down why we need this etiquette. And we shall be reading it from Colossians chapter 4, verse 6. Colossians chapter 4, verse 6. Colossians 4, verse 6. If you are there, please.
Colossians chapter 4, verse 6.
Yes.
Let your speech be always with grace, seasoned with salt, that ye may know how ye ought to answer every man.
Yes, that people around us must not feel embarrassed by our behavior. You are behaving another, maybe in a certain manner that makes your neighbor, your colleague in job, maybe even at school, whichever place you are listed, they should not feel embarrassed. That's the need we need for etiquette. That number two, we must also avoid irrational conduct. Without etiquette, members of society will show far too much impatience and disrespect for one another. That I'm reading from 1 Peter 3, verse 8. 1 Peter 3, verse 8. 1 Peter 3, verse 8, I read from here. It says, finally, all of you have the unity of mind, sympathy, brotherly love, a tender heart, and a humble mind. That have that sense of taking care of your brother, sympathy, love for your brother, a tender heart, a humble mind, whichever maybe he might wrong you, also have that mind to forgive them. Etiquette also makes us culture people who leave marks wherever we go. It shows that you are a civilized person. 1 Peter 2, verse 9. Do not repay evil for evil or reviling for reviling, but on the contrary, bless for those you are called, that you may obtain blessing. When someone wrongs you, do not seek to revenge. Also have that heart to forgive them, give them a second chance. For God also says that God of a second chance. Also, this etiquette teaches us mannerism, the way to eat, how we should eat, even when we are alone, even when we are in the group, the way we talk in front of people when with others, the way we walk in public, and most importantly, the way we behave in the society. It is essential for a lasting first impression. Social etiquette speaks a lot about you, your upbringing, where you come from. That is social etiquette. The way we interact with our superiors, maybe someone older than you, our parents, fellow workers, fellow students, friends, speaks a lot about our personality and upbringing. The way we are brought up is clearly evidence in our etiquette, in our way of life, our way of living, our way of talk. That is etiquette. Etiquette also enables individuals to earn respect and appreciation in society. Luke chapter 6, verse 31. Luke chapter 6, verse 31.
Luke chapter 6, verse 31. And as ye would that men should do to you, do ye also to them likewise.
Yeah. You don't expect maybe Sister Blessing to be kind to you and don't want to, in return you don't want to be kind to her. You should also be kind to others the way you want to be kind to you. Also the way they treat you. Treat others the way you want you to be treated. Also, etiquette helps us to avoid bad relationship and value relationships. Proverbs 25 verse 17. That etiquette it enables us have that, make a relationship an important thing in your life. Are you there?
Proverbs 25 verse 17. Withdraw thy foot from thy neighbor's house, lest he be weary of thee and so hate thee.
Yeah. There are various things we need to do decently and properly. Also, social etiquette, as I've said, is the way we behave in society, in our profession groups, the way we talk, the way the way we talk, the way we eat, the way we walk. That is the etiquette. So, social etiquette. Why is it important? We have outlined number one. We are saying that it helps us not to feel embarrassed by the people around us. Also, we must avoid irrational conduct. It teaches us mannerism, the way to talk, walk, and such like. It is essential for the lasting first impression. People judge you by your etiquette, your behavior, the way we interact with your superiors, our parents, our fellow workers, our friends, even our colleagues in schools, in jobs. Etiquette also helps us to value relationships. Now, here are the key things you should do to have a quality etiquette. Number one, when you are invited in a social gathering, do not be in a haste to take the front seat until the host brings you up. From Luke 14:7-11, that is a parable. Luke 14:7-11. I'll read from here. Luke 14:7-11 says, now he told a parable to those who were invited. Now he told a parable to those who were invited when he noticed how they choose the places of honor, saying to them, when you are invited by someone to a wedding feast, do not sit down in place of honor, lest someone more distinguished than you may be invited by him. And he who invited you both will come and say, give your place to this person, and then you will begin with shame to take lowest place. But when you are invited, go and sit in the lowest place, so that your host comes and say to you, friend, move up higher. Then you will be honored in the presence of all who sit at the table. For himself will be humbled, and he who humbles himself will be exalted. He said also to them, to a man who had been invited, when you give a dinner or banquet, do not invite your friends or your brother or your relatives or your rich neighbors, lest they also invite you in return and you repay. So when you are going to a gathering, maybe you are invited in a wedding, you are invited maybe in an occasion, do not be in a haste to take the front seat. You may be embarrassed at the last time. Better to wait to be called on your phone. If they do not pick your phone, presume they have something important to attend to. You should not be calling someone maybe 6 times. You look some of that. Do not call someone more than twice continuously on the phone. Amen. If they do not pick your call, presume they have something important to attend to. Hallelujah. So you open your phone, you found 7 missed calls. Next, return the money or anything that you have been borrowed even before the other person remembers or asks for it. Do not wait to be told, deeper my daily, you have my 200. Do not wait for that. Yes, you should also do not block your phone if you have somebody money. Also be modest, be careful not to order expensive dish on the menu When someone is giving you or buying you lunch, especially ladies, be careful not to order expensive dish on the menu when someone is buying you lunch or dinner. Do not use this opportunity to take advantage of your host. Also, avoid taking friends along except on request. Next, if you take a taxi with a friend, he or she pays, try to pay next time. If you take a taxi with a friend, he or she pays this time, try the next time you should be the one to pay. Amen. Hebrews 10 verse 24. Hebrews 10 verse 24.
And let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to good works.
Yes. Never comment negatively on someone's weight in public. Maybe you are too fat, you are too slim like me. Never. That's from Psalm 139 verse 14. Psalms 139 verse 14. It says, I praise you for I am fearfully and wonderful made. Wonderful are your works, my soul knows very well. But that guy that you are, maybe your friend was saying is too fat, too slim like me. They are fearful and wonderful men. For men, always be gentle. Rudeness is never manly. For ladies, avoid sitting carelessly. Also advisable that ladies should sit crossing their legs at the ankle. Titus chapter 3 verse 2. Titus 3 verse 2. Titus 3:2.
Titus 3:2. To speak evil of no man, to be no brawlers but gentle, shewing all makers unto all men.
Thank you. So when someone shows you a photo on their phone, do not swipe left or right. You never know what is next. Yeah, someone shows you a photo on your phone, do not swipe left or right. When someone shows you a photo on their phone, do not swipe left or right. You never know what is the next picture you are going to do. If a colleague tells you that they have a doctor's appointment, do not ask for whatever reason why they are going to see the doctor. Just say, hope you are okay. Do not put them in an uncomfortable position of having to say what they feel not to say. Maybe someone is going to see a doctor, maybe the sickness is so personal, does not want to disclose to you. Do not ask him why are you going to see the doctor, unless he or she tells you willingly. Do not be a busybody in other people's matter. 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 13. 1 Peter chapter 4 verse 15, sorry. 1 Peter 4:15. 1 Peter 4.
1 Peter chapter 4 verse 15. But let none of you as a murderer, or as a thief, or as an evildoer, or as a busybody in other men's matters.
Thank you. Also, someone help us read 1 Timothy 5 verse 13. 1 Timothy 5 verse 13.
First Timothy 5:13. And withal they learn to be idle, wandering about from house to house, and not only idle, but tattlers also, and busybodies, speaking things which they ought not.
Thank you. Also, social etiquette means that you should not just rush for food or chairs in large gathering. You are just rushing for food, maybe for chairs to scramble. That is not etiquette. Do not jump queues, maybe in whichever place. You should not rush for food or chairs. Do not drive against traffic or break traffic rules. Avoid littering the environment with waste. You are just eating welcome throwing it down, that is bad. That is not etiquette. Do not use reckless slangs like shit, fuck, that is not etiquette. Have decorum, lack of table manners and improper dressing should be avoided. You are having, you lack table manners, you're just eating, you're eating while like walking. Improper dressing for men and ladies, maybe men, you are just sagging your trousers. Ladies, you are maybe making some men feel uncomfortable. That is not etiquette. We must consciously guard our utterances. Whatever we speak, we should always make sure we know what we're speaking. Just don't speak for the sake of speaking. And also conduct as good representatives of Christ. Be a good ambassador of Christ. 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 20. Second Corinthians chapter 5, verse 20. It says, therefore, we are the ambassador for the Christ, God making this appeal through us. We implore you on behalf of Christ, be reconciled to God, that we should be the good ambassador of Christ. Christ does not does not emphasize us as Christians to behave in a way that is not good. We should also be eliminate his manners the way he did in many examples in the Bible. The other example of social etiquette in the Bible, we have the story of the 10 lepers. We can remember there's only one who went back to Jesus to say thank you. That shows that guy had good etiquette. Whatever small, big we are given, always show or say thank you. Are we having any questions so far? Anyone with a question? Please pass out the microphone.
Somebody pays my transport today.
No, you should. You should.
You don't pray that you don't have. If you don't have, don't follow. Because if we are not careful, we are cheating ourselves. We cheating ourselves. If concurrently somebody is paid for our transport, we have to pay tomorrow, yesterday, another. You are tired. If yourself, if you have shame, yes, you will not say, I'm sorry, I will find my way. Even if you did not go, it's better to get in your house and pray and ask God. I'm talking to myself. Yes. It's a question of the pastor, I'm not talking to pastor, but it's a question for us to learn. And it's for me. So it is for us to pray. Father, I cannot be in lack. If you can bless my sister, bless me also. If you can bless my brother, bless me also. You go for an outing, a date, and that guy gives you something to eat. Don't be ordering things that you yourself know that. That is lack of etiquette.
Thank you. Any other question? Yes, we have a question there.
Thank you for this opportunity. My name is Alfred. My question is each of us is paying attention. My is at what age should this become comparison for you? At what age? I think it's important for us to understand. At what age? What age should we start observing social etiquette?
Right from losing your baby. If your baby is fighting your breast,